I'm going to be talking playoffs next year. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now, because I can't go to spring training and say any other thing. I'm just incapable of doing that. Why would you even report? It's all about setting your standards, your goals high, because the problem if you don't set them high enough is that you might actually hit your mark, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to set our mark high, absolutely. And I'm going to talk playoffs, I'm going to talk World Series this year, I promise you. I am. And I'm going to believe it. And I'm going to see how this is all going to play out. And it's within our future, there's no question about that. But I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but in my mind's eye, we're going to make the playoffs next year, and that's how I'm going to approach next season.
Right now, from ABC7 Chicago. Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7.
No matter that it's foggy over historic Wrigley Field on what could be a clinch day, if you're lucky, you've got two like these two guys have tickets to today's ball game. And if we're real lucky, we might see club hitters launching some game winners inside the left field foul pole. It's the Cubs and the Pirates next here on ABC7. On an overcast day here at the friendly confines, what a better day than this to have the Cubs perhaps clinch a playoff berth, and who better to do it against than the Pittsburgh Pirates as they open up a three-game series here with the Chicago Cubs. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jim Rose. Here's what we have coming up for you on today's pregame show. We'll go up to the booth and check in with Len and JD for the pitching matchups of today's game, and perhaps some comments about what we're going to see this afternoon. And then in our second segment, we'll talk with Tommy LaStella, the Cubs' second baseman, who's had a sort of up and down season, coming up and down from the minor leagues. And then in our final segment, we'll check in with Joe Madden for the last word before the first pitch today. The Cubs are in a clinch situation thanks to the Padres. Last night in San Diego, Alexi Arista singled to left field, scoring Travis Jankowski with the game winner in a 5-4 San Diego victory over the San Francisco Giants. And that leads us to the wild card situation here. The Cubs just 3.5 games behind the Pirates, so it's obvious that they've got to sweep this series against the Pirates to have any chance of getting past them for that first berth in the wild card, maybe even a division championship. And of course, if they win today, they take out the San Francisco Giants. Well, let's go upstairs now to Len and JD and check in for the pitching matchups and what we're going to see in today's ball game. Hello, fellas.
Hey, Jim Rose, great pitching matchup, and we'll get right into it. Brought to you by Cadillac, as Garrett Cole, the most likely opponent the Cubs would face in a wild card game. John Lester, the Cubs opening day starter.
Yeah, great sense of anticipation here in the ballpark today. The Cubs obviously with a chance to clinch, but it won't be easy as they're up against Garrett Cole. John Lester has pitched twice against the Pirates already this year. He's been really good both times out. Last time out, a complete game, his first complete game in a Cub uniform. Lester on a very nice roll right now. It won't be easy, as I mentioned, because Garrett Cole goes for the Pirates this afternoon. He's been really good against the Cubs in his career. He's been outstanding here at Wrigley Field. He's a Jake Arrieta type guy, mid to upper 90s, fastball, hard slider, great competitor. This should be a dandy.
It's interesting, JD. Cole, Liriano, Burnett. So they're lined up this weekend. As you see, our Cadillac pitching matchup. The Pirates will play the Cardinals next week after this series. Pittsburgh's 4 games back, so they still think they can maybe catch the Cardinals. The Cubs still believe they can catch the Pirates. One thing we know, these are the 3 best teams in the league.
Right, and whichever club ends up being the second wild card team, they didn't back into it. All 3 of these clubs have had outstanding seasons.
All right, the atmosphere is usually pretty darn good here, Jim, in Wrigleyville, but a little extra buzz here in the city today. Back to you.
You think? Len and JD, thanks so much. By the way, since July 27th, the Cubs have had the best record of any team in all of baseball. Well, the Cubs are going for their 90th victory of the season in the series opener versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Our pregame coverage continues after this short timeout.
The
massive markdown sales event is going on right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline. We've got to move the remaining 2015s, which means drastic discounts for you. Drive this Ram 1500 Bighorn and save an unbelievable $11,000. Or take 0% for 75 months plus $2,500 off these 4 vehicles. That's right, 0% plus $2,500 off. For massive markdowns, hurry to Key Auto Mall in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
2.5 Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2.5 Men.
A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Grab your friends and head over to Pints to watch any of your favorite sports teams. From college to professional sports, we've got you covered on any of our 11 TVs at Pints. Full-service bar and 20 beers on tap. Cheer on your team at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
Corn looks great again this year.
Yeah, thanks for your help.
Of course. I better be moving along.
Say, what year is that deal you're driving?
Activate thrusters.
To develop breakout genetics, breakthrough traits, and seed capable of record-breaking yields, we went to the future and brought back some corn. Ask your Syngenta seed advisor about Golden Harvest.
If you're thinking about remodeling your kitchen or bath, now is the right time, and Flicks is the right choice. Stop into Flicks' new location at 3909 16th Street, Moline, and save 70% off all Haas kitchen and bath cabinets. Flicks, where great design ideas come to light.
Here at Courtesy Kia, get not one, but 2 vehicles for only $262 a month. That's right, 2 vehicles for just $262 a month total. Get 2 Optimas for just $262 a month. The same for 2 Kia Souls, just $262 a month. And they all come with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Plus mix and match, or just take one if you don't need 2. Get 2 vehicles for just $262 a month at Courtesy Kia Moline.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com. By DeVry University, different on purpose. By Jeep, get a great deal on a legendary Jeep brand vehicle at the Jeep Celebration event. By Chrysler, enjoy your summer in style with great deals at the Chrysler Summer Clearance event. And by Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com. Getting set for the Cubs hosting the Pirates as the Cubs try to clinch a playoff spot. Tommy LaStella has been terrific off the bench as a pinch hitter. He's in the lineup today, batting ninth and playing second, and he sat down with our Jim Rose earlier.
All right, Len, thank you. I'm here with 26-year-old Tommy LaStella, second baseman for the Chicago Cubs out of Westwood, New Jersey. A New Jerseyite as the Chicago Cubs.
That's right, yeah. It's been a lot of fun being out here. Got, the family out here this weekend, too, so it should be a good time.
You've had a couple of ups and downs here with the Cubs, played in 24 games this season with the big team. And the last 13 days, you played in 12 games. What's that transition been like for you to go from the minors back to the big club, to the minors and back to the big club?
I mean, it's been, the year itself is obviously not gone the way I would have hoped. But, the position we're in right now, I don't think you can really look at it as anything other than a blessing. I mean, we got an opportunity to do something really special here, and that's pretty much all I'm focused on.
There's a famous boxer, Muhammad Ali, says it's not important how you start, it's only important how you finish. And right now, you're finishing pretty strong with this club.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I feel good out there. I think, when I first got back up, I think I had to get my timing a little bit, get comfortable, get my legs under me and everything like that, and see pitches. And that's tough to do, at the big league level. When you're trying to win games and you're trying to make the playoffs, it's not exactly an opportunity to get out there and get your at-bats. You got to win these games. So lately, I feel a lot better at the plate.
What are the intricacies of playing second base in the major league?
I mean, it's tough. I think the biggest thing is kind of that turn at second base. Unfortunately, in the series against those guys, I think you saw how dangerous it can be with what happened to Kong over there at shortstop. And it's a little bit of a different turn for the shortstops and second base, but nevertheless, I think around that bag is pretty much the most difficult part.
You're playing the Pirates today. I mean, it couldn't be a more bigger game to try to clinch a playoff playoff berth than the team that's ahead of you in the wild card standing.
Absolutely. I think this is going to be a huge series for us and our fans and everything like that. Obviously, it being at home is a nice opportunity for us to kind of, get some momentum going into the postseason. Hopefully, we can clinch here within the next few days or something like that if we can keep playing well.
Outstanding. Tommy, thank you very much, and good luck today against the Pirates.
Thank you very much.
All right, Len, back to you.
Good stuff, Jim. Thank you. And Joe Madden, when we come back, getting set for the Cubs hosting the Pirates. Stay tuned.
Disc Replay pays you more for your Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and old school games than the other guys. Disc Replay pays top dollar cash. Yes, cash. Or 50% more in-store credit. Mega selection, mega savings at Disc Replay in Davenport and Moline.
Disc Replay!
You love and you'll love the reaction. Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted.
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
The greatest romance the world has ever known.
I already have a girl lined up for you. Right boob, bigger than the left boob, which some choose to look at as bra half empty. I choose to look at as bra half full.
Experience the man crush.
This is awesome!
On How I Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Pick pro football and win with Fox 18's Pigskin Payoff. Go to ourquadcities.com to register, then pick the winners for each week's games. The player with the most correct picks each week wins a $50 gift certificate from the starting line. Make your picks every week to tally your points towards the grand prize.
An LG 60-inch HD TV from Entertainment Expressions in Bettendorf. We are your audio-video experts.
Log on to ourquadcities.com and play Pigskin Payoff from the starting line, Entertainment Expressions, and your Fox 18.
What's better than finding service you can trust? Finding quick service you can trust. That's why there's Quick Lane Service at Courtesy Ford in Davenport. For oil changes and other maintenance, we'll get you back on the road in about half the time of other dealerships. Plus, you'll always get 5% of your service towards your next visit. And the lowest price guaranteed on tires. Right now, get the works for only $29.95. Quick Lane Service at Courtesy Ford, 5 minutes west of the Centennial Bridge in Davenport. We're over here on West River Drive.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Disc Replay has thousands of games under $10 and a huge selection of movies and electronics to choose from. No matter what system you're on, Disc Replay has a game for you. Everything is guaranteed to play like new. Mega selection, mega savings at Disc Replay in Davenport and Moline.
Disc Replay!
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. By Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. By Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way.
How cool is this? Joe Cool with Billy Corrigan of the Smashing Pumpkins, only 20 minutes before the game is going to begin. Welcome back, everyone, to ABC7's continuing coverage of Cubs baseball, just seconds away from the Cubs and the Pirates getting ready to start. For the last word before John Lester's first pitch, let's check in with Joe Madden to see how he handles this clinch situation with his team.
You don't get to a Friday like this unless you approach it that way. So I don't want to, believe me, I'm not going to do anything differently today. Sitting up there like I was agonizing over the lineup, just trying to, yesterday, trying to figure out the best way to approach their pitcher today. So, what you see is what I eventually decided upon, but that's it. I mean, the lineup construction, the bullpen is rested. Let's go out and play, just play that same game again. I stand by what I said. I love playing in what is perceived to be the best division in baseball. it's about the end of the season. It's about the last game of the season and getting to that particular moment. I mean, sometimes it takes a different route to get there. But I really respect what both of the teams have done. I like to believe that we've pushed them a little bit, too, in this particular season where there was no let-up for anybody. I think that's kind of cool also. But I have no qualms about any of that. I think it's great. I think it's great for baseball. It's great for us. And it really, I think, has aided us in getting better quicker.
And if I was a Major League Baseball player, I'd want to play for Joe Madden. He is the ultimate epitome of Joe Cool. You know, it's been a great first year for Cubs baseball here on ABC7. Today is our last game of this season, and before we step away, here are some of the people behind the scenes helping to bring Cubs baseball into your homes. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Life can be hectic. It's hard to keep up with the never-ending stream of expenses. If something unexpected were to happen, you'd be stuck with another bill and no money to pay it. What do? Come into Pawn King. We'll get you the money you need. We specialize in short-term collateral loans, buying gold, silver, and platinum, and selling almost anything you could want. We have a huge selection of jewelry, watches, electronics, and more. Trust Pawn King, a family-owned business where the customer is always king.
2.5 Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2.5 Men. A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Slap. The quite warranted tactic wielded against those daring enough to thieve even a bite of a Capriati sandwich. This is most often followed by a capology from the victim.
Orange, bro.
Oh, sorry. Capriati's. Extraordinary food for those unwilling to settle.
Here at Courtesy Nissan, get not one vehicle, but 2 vehicles for only $258 a month. That's right, 2 vehicles for just $258 a month total. Take home 2 Altimas, only $258 a month. The same goes for 2 Rogues. For just $258 a month, make them both yours. Get 2 vehicles for just $258 a month at Courtesy Nissan in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted.
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
The greatest romance the world has ever known.
I already have a girl lined up for you. Right boob bigger than the left boob, which some choose to look at as bra half empty. I choose to look at as bra half full.
Experience the man crush.
This is awesome!
On How I Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7.
Great buzz here in Wrigleyville as the Cubs, magic number down to 1 to clinch a playoff spot. They still believe they can catch the Pittsburgh Pirates and have home field advantage in a potential wild card round playoff game. Pirates and Cubs to start the weekend, and this HD broadcast brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. John Lester will pitch for the Cubs. Garrett Cole for the Pirates.
How about some Mercedes keys to the ball game? Well, you got to keep Starling Marte in check. He's been red hot lately. 15 out of his last 25. That's a 600 batting average, a 331 lifetime average here at Wrigley Field. And yes, Cubs prepare to party with a win today. The celebration will be on. The champagne will flow.
Pirates have already clinched their third consecutive playoff season. And their starting lineup brought to you by Southwest. Polanco, Marte, and McCutchen at the top. Former Cub Aramis Ramirez in the cleanup spot. Great year for Francisco Cervelli replacing Russell Martin. Michael Morris gets to start at first. Josh Harrison, former Cub farmhand, will be at second. He's been hot on this current road trip, as has Jordy Mercer, getting even more playing time with Jung Ho Kang done for the year. And Garrett Cole, the pitcher, he can swing it a little bit.
Yeah, he can. He can do a lot of things well. Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively. It's brought to you by Toyota. Wind's blowing in today. Schwarber, Fowler, Coughlin have the outfield covered. Bryant, Russell, La Stella, and Rizzo third to first. David Ross behind the plate, and Big John Lester in pursuit of his 11th win on the mound, making start number 31. Big guy 10 up, 11 down, a 346 earned run average. As we mentioned a while back, very good against the Pirates in his career, including 2-0 this year. A complete game effort last time he faced the Pirates 2 starts ago. He allowed 5 hits, 1 run, struck out 9.
First pitch weather brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons. Well, 73, the wind, however, coming in off the lake, so it feels a little bit cooler, especially in the shade. And the umpires, starting with Tony Randazzo, Chicago guy. He's back at the plate. Jerry Davis, the crew chief, at first. Rob Drake at second. And Phil Cuzzi is at third. If the Cubs catch the Pirates and they finish in a tie for the top wild card spot, the Cubs would get home field advantage. They have already clinched the season series, winning 10 of the first 16. So it'll be Lester against Polanco to start it. Here we go, and ball 1.
Polanco, part of that very talented Pirate outfield. Clint Hurdle submitted his lineup awfully late today. There was some question as to whether Polanco would be able to answer the bell, and Aramis Ramirez nicked up a little bit, but they're both in there.
Pirates have won 6 in a row after dropping 4 straight. Cubs just won 2 of 3 against Milwaukee. And it's now 2-1. These 3, noon game tomorrow, 7 o'clock Sunday night. Then the Royals in a makeup game Monday night. And that'll be the Cubs' final regular season home game. In years past, we just say final home game. But got to leave it open-ended this year. That's good.
It's always a good thing. Yeah, it's interesting how in the course of a long baseball season, where sometimes every game starts to feel like the one before it, how there can be a different edge at the ballpark, and that certainly is the case here today.
He has run it full. It's 3-2.
And John Lester, plenty of big game experience. Doesn't mean there won't be a little extra butterflies working today.
And we'll do it again.
It's interesting, though, isn't it? Because, I mean, we've known for a time now that barring just a complete collapse, a disaster, the Cubs are going to be in the postseason. But still, when you get to that day, it just changes the energy on the ball club.
And in the park, yeah, it feels different. We'll get back out of play. Feels already like everybody's hanging on every pitch.
Yeah, and with two really good starting pitchers going here today and a pretty good pitching environment with the wind blowing in, you anticipate a low-run game, so there could be a lot of late drama in this one.
Key guy in this series with Marte on deck. Bryant may have room, and the wind is going to make sure he does not have a play. It's the paradox of the wind blowing in. It does not help guys trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, but you hit one off of third base or first base, and it's going to push it completely out of play and give yourself another chance if you're up there with 2 strikes. The wind and the 3-2, and that one in the air to center. Fowler, no problem.
All right, one down, 26 to go.
Not that you're counting. Starling Marte, red hot. He just went 13 for 20 in the 4-game sweep at Colorado. Tied a club record. He's the first Pirate to have 13 hits in a 4-game set since Pie Traynor in 1928. Yesterday, the Pirates won their 10,000th game all time since 1887 as a National League club. 15 to get to 10,000. The other 4 are all National League franchises since the NL was established well before the American League. Giants, Cubs, Braves, Dodgers. The Cubs have won 10,600 times. 1-1. Jerry Davis made the call at first.
Good enough for me.
Schwarber in left center makes the catch. 2 outs. Tomorrow the Cubs will take on these Pirates at 12:05, and the first 10,000 fans get a Chris Bryant debut bobblehead presented by TransUnion. For more information, visit Cubs.com. So Marte came in a career .331 hitter in this ballpark. McCutchen, who's played longer, .345. Foul strike on McCutchen.
Yeah, Pirates responded nicely after dropping 3 out of 4 to the Cubs on the Cubs' last road trip. They went out to L.A., won the series there, and then went in and swept the Rockies. Scored a bunch of runs, as is normally the case out in Denver. Most guys fatten the batting averages when they make a pass through the Rocky Mountains.
The Pirates have won 10 of their last 13 on the road. Three outs in the air for John Lester as he goes 1, 2, 3. The Willis Tower through the clouds.
Cherry. Exclusively cherry. Hi, I'm Chuck Long, new CEO and Executive Director of the Iowa Sports Foundation. As a former college and NFL quarterback, as well as a coach, I know a thing or two about teamwork. Rally your neighbors, coworkers, family, and friends, and register for the Live Healthy Iowa 10-week wellness challenge. My team is ready. Get active and live healthy. Team up and join the challenge at livehealthyiowa.org.
Welcome to Buddy's.
At Buddy's, we're proud to offer a large selection of name brand furniture, appliances, and electronics. With affordable pricing and payment plans to fit your needs, including up to 6 months same as cash. And best of all, everyone's pre-approved to receive up to $2,500 in the products we carry. Plus, Buddy's offers free delivery, free setup, and more. Come visit our new showroom and see all that we have to offer for your home. We'll do everything we can to help you find just what you're looking for.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted.
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
The greatest bromance the world has ever known.
I already have a girl lined up for you. Right boob bigger than the left boob, which some choose to look at as bra half empty. I choose to look at as bra half full.
Experience the man crush.
This is awesome!
On How I Met Your Mother. Today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cubs lineup brought to you by Southwest. Not necessarily the lineup the Cubs might see against a potential matchup against Garrett Cole in Pittsburgh in the wild card. I'll tell you why in a second. Fowler, Schwarber, Bryant, 1 through 3. Rizzo, Coughlin, Russell in the middle. Ross, Lester, and LaStella will round it out. You see Rizzo hitting .400 against the Pirates.
Pirates defensively brought to you by Nissan. I mentioned that good outfield, and there they are, Marte, McCutcheon, Polanco. Infield, a familiar face at third, Aramis Ramirez as he finishes out his career. Mercer, Harrison in the middle. Morse is at first base today. Francisco Cervelli behind the plate. And a 25-year-old right-hander, Garrett Cole, an all-star year for him, an outstanding year, 17-8 with a .264.
25 years old. He's had good success against the Cubs, and a strike called on Dexter Fowler as Cole is seeking his 18th win. Pirates pitch. Only the Cardinals have a better earned run average among all MLB staffs.
Cole relies heavily on his fastball. He'll throw it about 2/3 of the time. He can reach 100 miles an hour. Typically, you're going to see 95 to 97. I'm guessing that's a changeup at 91. Also a very sharp slider. 6-1 lifetime against the Cubs with an ERA of 3.10. 4-1 with an ERA of 3 here at Wrigley Field.
Way outside that time on Fowler. 2-2. Dexter had a really good July, a sizzling August. Was .214 his start the month of September. So he tries to get on for Kyle Schwarber, who's on deck, but he cannot. A lot of life on that heater at 96. As Schwarber comes up, let's check out the league leaders brought to you by DeVry University. Cubs went 73-89 last year. They are looking for their 90th win already this year. Rangers and Astros trying to get to the postseason. The Twins in a wild card race in the American League as well as Schwarber fouls.
Yeah, you just don't normally see that big a turnaround one season to the next. It's made this ride so much fun. The evolution of this young team. Team that was carried by its pitching early, and then as these young guys settled in, started to produce more runs.
The Cubs' 89-63 record equals the best record in the American League. And they're in third place.
Right.
The Kansas City Royals just clinched their division.
Yeah.
The same record as the Cubs.
Yeah, and a lot of times the argument against the wild card is that you're rewarding mediocrity. And yeah, team kind of backed in. They won 86, 87 games. Or that certainly is not going to be the case this year.
Cole on a 2-1 just off the outside. And it's 3-1 on Schwarber. I mentioned a potential wild card lineup against Garrett Cole. The one thing to consider today is David Ross is in the lineup catching for John Lester as he normally does. As Schwarber takes the walk, it will probably be Miguel Montero catching Jake Arrieta, and we still have a couple of weeks to get to that scenario, but Starlin Castro, 6 out of 16 against Cole, I bet is in that lineup on the wild card day.
Yeah, could very well be, especially if he continues, between now and the end of the year to swing the bat the way he has over the last few weeks.
Today it's La Stella batting 9th and playing 2nd.
I mean, again, we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but the other consideration is Arrieta is, a ground ball guy, and a lot of times Joe prefers defense. And a lot of times it's a Russell Baez combo he likes in the middle with a ground ball guy.
Decent lead by Schwarber as Cole will check on him. God, I like how he falls, and he's, I guess, unfortunately or fortunately for us, because he hasn't gotten hurt, he's fallen a lot lately, and usually has a pretty good sense of humor about it, but just got there.
That's sticky dirt. You got a little sticky dirt to deal with out there. Needs to spray a little WD-40 on the front of his uniform.
One other thing about a potential wild card matchup between the Cubs and the Pirates. There have been 6 wild card games since they added the extra playoff spot in each league. The home team has gone 2-4. So while you would always prefer to have that game at home, it hasn't always played out that way. Pirates have been in back-to-back wild card situations, and they're 1-1.
Hosted them both, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Hosted the Reds, beat them, and then got beat by the Giants last year.
And that one off Francisco Cervelli. Aerial coverage brought to you by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you got to get DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Now that we're playing the what-if game, Garrett Cole in all likelihood makes that start, but would not be stunned to see Clint Hurdle run Liriano out there.
2-2. In relief or instead of?
Possibly starting. Chris Bryant caught a little bit of a break. I mean, I think Cole's the guy, but when you look at the Cubs lineup, you look at the success Liriano's had in the past.
And he's got options. Liriano, by the way, will pitch tomorrow. Well, you treat that game like it's Game 7 of the World Series, because if you don't win, you're done. It feels very un-baseball-like in a lot of ways, but it certainly will be exciting. 3-2. They're making him work here early. Liriano Hamill tomorrow, and then Sunday night, A.J. Burnett and Jake Arrieta. Schwarber takes off. Swing and a miss. The throw is going to beat him, and that will end the inning. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Scoreless after 1.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun day.
Another summer is almost past, and Adventure Bay is closed for the season. But don't let summer slip away without enjoying all the excitement at Adventureland Park. Open weekends through September 27th in Des Moines. Plan
Sometimes good people get into bad situations.
It's a horrible thing. Scary.
Linda from AEI Services is here to help you when that bad situation is a DUI.
It changed my thought pattern on why and when I drink and how I drink.
She's a great person. She cares about everybody that comes through the door.
Very dedicated to her job, very dedicated to helping those help themselves.
Caring, understanding, and respectful. AEI Services, helping you with your DUI education and treatment needs.
Here at Courtesy Nissan, get not one vehicle, but 2 vehicles for only $258 a month. That's right, 2 vehicles for just $258 a month total. Take home 2 Altimas, only $258 a month. The same goes for 2 Rogues. For just $258 a month, make them both yours. Get 2 vehicles for just $258 a month at Courtesy Nissan in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Pack a punch? Had such a great time that summer.
We should hang out.
Actually, I'm moving.
How to get Josh Chan back. Number 1, quit your job to focus on Josh.
It's best if we don't talk about it. Goodbye.
2, move to Josh's hometown. 3, meet Josh's friends.
A buddy of mine just moved back from New York. Josh Chan?
I know him.
You just missed him.
4, bump into Josh.
Josh?
5, make sure it's Josh. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Great to have you with us. Lights are on. A little bit foggy today.
Lights are on and everybody's home.
Ramos Ramirez fouls back. Tweaked his groin, legging out a triple Tuesday night at Colorado. This is his 18th and final major league season. 386 career home runs. 381 as a third baseman. 4th on the all-time list as he grounds to Russell.
Hey, folks, don't forget to check out the Cubs blog on ABC7.com, brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent, serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Cervelli, he took that foul ball off the mask. Has been a pretty common occurrence for him this year.
I think it's a common occurrence for every catcher. I think Francisco just plays it up a little more, has a little more fun with it, perhaps.
Well, he's had a very good season. Terrific year. First time he's been over 100 games in his 8-year career. One ball, one strike.
John's going to work 92 to 94 with that fastball. He'll throw a lot of cutters. Curveball can be a very effective pitch for him, and he also has a changeup.
8 strikeouts shy of 200. Already has the 3rd most in a season by a Cubs lefty. He is the only Cubs left-handed pitcher ever to have 4 double-digit strikeout games in one season. Russell down to a knee, up with it, and he got him. Love watching that guy play short.
Isn't it fun? Don Lester, a big fan, too. A round of applause from the pitcher as Addison Russell does what Addison Russell does. Makes another sparkling play. Range pops right up off that knee. That's our Volkswagen defensive play of the game. Superbly done by the youngster. It's always good to get the positive feedback.
Michael Morse playing first. Rizzo has no idea where it is, but Again, the wind is going to make it a souvenir. The sky is white.
Yeah, it's baseball white sky overhead. It's a helpless feeling for a fielder. Just kind of running, and what you hope is the general direction.
A little bit of an overlap and a top hand in the bottom hand for Morse as he bounces foul. So I want to clear up a couple of things about the playoffs. It's been a few years for Cub fans. Got the extra wild card, playoff rosters, all that stuff. Anybody basically in the organization and on that 40-man going into September is eligible. So September call-ups are completely eligible for the postseason roster. That's not an issue. That's number one. You referenced Javier Baez. I think he's pretty much a lock to be on that roster. David Ross, something in his eye possibly. And that foul ball. Found it.
Splash of dirt, maybe a pebble or something.
Shrapnel.
Tipped up and got him in.
There was an old rule regarding two teams from the same division making the playoffs. They could not match up in the first round. That is no longer the case. That's why Cubs and Pirates would be the wild card. The winner at this point would get the Cardinals in round two. Swing and a miss. Strike three on the curveball. So 6 up, 6 down for John Lester, getting some help from his shortstop as well.
Here at Courtesy Kia, get not one, but 2 vehicles for only $262 a month. That's right, 2 vehicles for just $262 a month total. Get 2 Optimas for just $262 a month. The same for 2 Kia Souls, just $262 a month. And they all come with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Plus mix and match, or just take one if you don't need 2. Get 2 vehicles for just $262 a month at Courtesy Kia Moline.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun day.
Another summer is almost past, and Adventure Bay is closed for the season. But don't let summer slip away without enjoying all the excitement at Adventureland Park. Open weekends through September 27th in Des Moines. Plan your visit today.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
England is still a threat.
Mary has the right to your throne.
Elizabeth's real war is with me.
My sweet cousin Mary will suffer my wrath. Scotland's queen will fall.
Rain. Season premiere October 9th on the Quad Cities CW.
2 nights, 1 stage. The biggest names in music featuring Sam Smith, Kanye West, Nick Jonas, The Weeknd, Demi Lovato, Prince Royce, and many more. The iHeartRadio Music Festival 2015.
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW. Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted, the greatest romance the world has ever known.
This is awesome!
Experience the man crush on How I Met Your Mother. Today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Check out our exciting model lineup by visiting your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer or visit us today at MBUSA.com. Bill Montero on the bench today and getting a new bat ready. Sandpaper. There's Rizzo. 914 OPS, good for 4th in the National League.
Kind of expect Anthony to do something big today, don't you? Such a meaningful game, and he's been the guy all year long.
95 knocked in. BaseballReference.com is a great little tool they have on their game logs page. He has 661 plate appearances. It gives you the average number of RBIs, or the average player with the same amount of plate appearances, as he drives that one out in the left center. And a very minor collision. Marte takes it from McCutchen for the out. So he's knocked in 95. The average guy with the same amount of trips to the plate, 70. So he's been so good with runners in scoring position. That accounts for all those extra runs knocked in. Actually, he has about the same amount of base runners as the average guy.
McCutchen and Marte having some fun out there after the little bump. The ball had a little slice spin, and the wind knocked it down a little bit as well.
This is like a breather for those guys in this ballpark, considering how much they have to run it down at PNC Park.
It's funny, Garrett Cole standing behind the mound looking out towards the outfield as if to say, okay, you guys done? Can we play now?
Chris Coghlan takes it low for ball one. .598 career hits for Chris. Garrett Cole hit 100 miles an hour on the gun while he was still in high school in Southern California. Went to Orange Lutheran High School and then UCLA.
If I threw 100 miles an hour in high school, I would have had that tattooed on my forehead. Yep, 100 MPH club. That's back when I only had a forehead.
Well, we had a shot of you from '86 the other day. I got a bunch of tweets that said, I didn't know JD ever had hair. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Two balls, two strikes.
And you're not shy about using that heater either. I mean, even if you're looking for it, he feels confident he can either get it by you or induce weak contact. And especially early, second time through the lineup, you'll see a little bit more of a mix. He throws first pitch fastball better than 70% of the time.
Baseball lingo, you would say he likes his fastball.
Likes his fastball. He's proud of that heater.
Well, that's the other thing about a wild card matchup between these two teams. They're just so familiar with one another. As Coghlan draws the walk. So two base runners both on walks. Get into the holiday spirit a little early and support Cubs charities by being part of our holiday tradition. Purchase your limited edition Chicago Cubs Christopher Radko glass ornament. Ornaments are $60. All proceeds will benefit Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/ornament for more information.
Here's the big reveal. Yeah.
Ooh, that's very nice.
You could rig that and put it on the top of your tree. There you go.
Is that how I'm supposed to do it?
Show him what he's won, Carol.
Very cool. Great detail. Russell pushes a bunt toward first. Cole. And the throw gets away from Morris. I think Russell's going to beat that either way. It should be a hit.
Yeah, Russell pulling one out of the bag of tricks here. We don't see this often. With a beautiful little push bunt up the first base line. Cole's the only option to make a play on this ball. He's got no angle whatsoever.
And it is a bunt single.
Pretty athletic play by Cole, and if Morris doesn't get leather on it, Coghlan obviously gets at least to third base. This is fun. David Ross loves to swing at the first pitch. We talked about Cole throwing all those first pitch fastballs. True to form, Rossi's hacking here.
Strike one on David.
I don't know what league average is, but I would suggest, I would assume it's a bit below 36% swinging at first pitch.
Strike on Ross. 0-2. John Lester on deck, hitting 8th today.
Cole and Cervelli took a little extra time. Now David Ross going to ask for time and step out and reset.
Rolled, barehanded play, Mercer, and he got him. Nicely done. Ross doesn't run fast, but Mercer kind of had a do-or-die play, and he made it. Second and third now, 2 outs.
And Mercer solid defensively out there at short. Pirates obviously without Jung-Ho Kang. Mercer plays a solid defense, and he's been swinging the bat really well lately as well.
Three career hits, all have been this season, all against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Funny, usually talk about a pitcher getting a little something extra against a middle of the order type hitter. Cole flash run at 98 there, first pitch to Lester.
1-2.
That's a pretty easy 97 too. That thing is, it's hydroplaning almost. You see it kind of finds that extra gear.
Cubs have not been a postseason team since 2008, second of their back-to-back Central Division title campaigns. As Lester strikes out, and that will end the inning. 2 in the books, 0-0.
The massive markdown sales event is going on right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline. We've got to move the remaining 2015s, which means drastic discounts for you. Drive this Ram 1500 Bighorn and save an unbelievable $11,000. Or take 0% for 75 months plus $2,500 off these 4 vehicles. That's right, 0% plus $2,500 off. For massive markdowns, hurry to Key Auto Mall in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
You can depend on the staff at Ace Muffler Clinic in Rock Island to keep your car running its best. We've got the expertise and we'll get you taken care of now. Call Ace Muffler Clinic for any problems with your vehicle. Our free estimates give you the information you need to keep your vehicle running smooth and safe. For your convenience, we're open 7 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 7 to noon on Saturday. For brakes, tires, exhausts, shocks, and a whole lot more. See us for fast, friendly service on all import and domestic vehicles. Serving the Quad Cities since 1955. Ace Muffler Clinic in Rock Island.
The massive markdown sales event is going on right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline. We've got to move the remaining 2015s, which means drastic discounts for you. Drive this Buick LaCrosse and save $7,000. Take a whopping $9,000 off this Enclave. Or save an unbelievable $11,000 off the Sierra Crew Cab. For massive markdowns, hurry to Key Auto Mall in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on. Okay.
Tap into Family Guy. Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW. The Simpsons. Today at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
Watch your team at 10 with Ron Majors. Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Chief Meteorologist Jerry Taft, and sports. Martin Greco. Only ABC7 Eyewitness News. Like the pregnant pause to make sure I'm all in order.
Well, you got to punch each one.
I'd say Ron Majors until we see Ron Majors. Third inning, Harrison, Mercer, Cole. As Harrison takes a strike, he's in for Neil Walker. Harrison 10 out of 20 on the Pirates road trip.
So here's one for the stat mavens to dig into. Teams coming out of Colorado. Guys that typically do a lot of damage up there, get a lot of hits. Is there a carryover effect for teams coming out of Colorado?
Well, and then,
or just the opposite? Do they come back to the regular baseball and go, oh my goodness, this field looks awfully small. There's no room to dump the ball in.
Well, and then also, how do you separate the idea of the run-scoring environments changing? You know what I'm saying? So if you go from Coors Field, let's say, to San Diego,
to allow for that,
you're not going to score as many runs in most cases anyway. But you're talking more about the psychological or physical effect.
Yeah. Guy goes up there and he goes, 10 for 14 or something. 3 or 4 game series. And now he's hot, right? We always talk about hot hitters. Is there a carryover effect? I don't think you can't, right? I mean, you can't assume because a guy's been swinging it well, he's going to continue to swing it well.
Outside on Harrison. DL time this year, missed 38 games due to left thumb surgery. Pirates have a lot of depth, as do the Cubs. There's Clint Hurdle, a lot of options. He has not apologized for using those options, and that doubleheader in Pittsburgh. And Andrew McCutchen was the only guy to start both games. He used 17 different starters out of 18. Harrison able to hold. 3-2. I'm not sure he did.
This is fairly typical of John Lester. He doesn't like to give in over the heart of the plate. Cutters in, two-seamers away.
Pulled to left. Schwarber was shading him toward the gap.
So meet your favorite Cub players and alumni at the 2016 Cubs Convention. It will take place January 15th through the 17th at the Sheraton Chicago Hotel and Towers. Hotel packages and weekend passes are on sale now. Visit Cubs.com/convention to get your passes before they sell out.
Now Jordy Mercer, the shortstop. We will not see Jung-Ho Kang in this series or in the playoffs as he drives that one out toward the alley, and it's going to be right at the wall, and it's in the vines. Schwarber puts his hands up, and it's a double. First hit for the Pirates, a one-out double by Jordy Mercer.
I think that's going to be the key today for the hitters. Try to keep the ball below the wind, hit it on a line or hard on the ground.
So he keeps his good stretch going. Came in hitting .370 on the road trip. Yeah, they're going to miss Jung-Ho Kang. Chris Coghlan slide in Pittsburgh. Basically blew out his knee. And a fracture in his leg. So knee surgery. And he's got a long road of rehab ahead as he gets ready for next year. Cole swings and misses.
And just a long time developing this potential double play. And Kang, to his credit, hangs in there, tries to make the play, but takes the hit from Coghlan. And in so doing, his season ends. And it's been an outstanding year for him.
Ground ball, base hit for Garrett Cole, and the Pirates lead 1-0 as Mercer scores. So the 8 and 9 hitters get it done for the Bucks. Second RBI of the year for Cole, his 9th career.
You see the ball hitting this direction, you just assume Addison Russell's going to be able to make a play on it. Had a little juice on it. He wasn't able to get there in time, and it's an RBI knock for Cole.
Back to the top now in Polanco. But that, again, JD, speaks to their depth. They're going to miss Kang's bat, but Mercer's glove is short. As you said, he's really good out there.
Yeah. I mean, Kang got a lot of chances because of the Mercer injury. And Kang ultimately would have found plenty of playing time because the bat that they were suspect of early in the year obviously showed up. He turned out to be a very productive player, but they weren't sure what they had with Kang his first year here in the States.
Playing short and third. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the catcher Ross. 2-2. Wind has really kicked up. And now coming out of the north-northeast. Bit outside. It's 3-2.
Seen this pitch called earlier in the ball game. Sliding off the outside corner.
He got him. Strikeout number 2 for Lester. And 2 outs in the inning.
A good look at the cut fastball from Lester. Down around the knees, just a little cutting action.
Lester, as you mentioned, he has a unique MO. He's not a sinker ball pitcher, but everything he throws, unless occasionally he'll throw a four-seamer up for effect. Down, down, down. Estella gets Marte, who's 0 for 2. Mercer doubled. Cole knocked him in with a single. It's 1-0 Pirates in the 3rd.
It might have started as a small crack in your basement wall. Now it's grown, and it may be a serious problem with your home's foundation. Call Todd's Mudjacking and ask about power bracing before this happens to you. Our power brace system ensures that your home's foundation is strong and safe. Don't take a chance with your home's foundation. Call Todd's Mudjacking today. Todd's Mudjacking. Get back on level ground. 309-792-0252 or learn more at toddsmudjacking.com.
Here at Courtesy Kia, get not one, but 2 vehicles for only $262 a month. That's right, 2 vehicles for just $262 a month total. Get 2 Optimas for just $262 a month. The same for 2 Kia Souls, just $262 a month. And they all come with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Plus mix and match, or just take one if you don't need 2. Get 2 vehicles for just $262 a month at Courtesy Kia Moline.
If you're thinking about remodeling your kitchen or bath, now is the right time, and Flicks is the right choice. Stop into Flicks' new location at 3909 16th Street, Moline, and save 70% off all Haas kitchen and bath cabinets. Flicks, where great design ideas come to light.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
Seinfeld, tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Explosively cherry.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way.
Cubs trail 1-0. Garrett Cole with an RBI single. The Cubs will have LaStella, Fowler, and Schwarber in the 3rd inning.
It's been a high volume of fastballs from Garrett Cole so far this afternoon. Let's see as the lineup turns over if he starts to change that up a little bit.
Stella getting the start at second and getting in the 9th spot. Talked to him about his pinch hitting today. Something he hadn't really done a whole lot prior to this year. 6 for 10, 2 doubles and a walk as a pinch hitter. So the biggest challenge is just kind of knowing when to be, quote, ready. You know, when to get loose, when to heat up, and when the pitcher spot's coming up, and when he might be the best possibility for Joe Madden.
Yeah, and you want to be ready at that situation. You don't want the manager to have to find you.
Bounces to Morris, who will take it unassisted.
Often rankles the manager more when he's looking down his bench and he's asking his bench coach, hey, is so-and-so ready to hit? And so-and-so hasn't found his helmet yet, and kind of scrambling. You want to be ready. It's one of those nature-nurture deals, too. Can you teach a guy to be a pinch hitter, or you just identify a guy with a certain skill set and say, he would be really good at this?
Well, the thing that Tommy has that you like, most pinch hitters, they come up there aggressive. They're looking for that first pitch fastball. That's not really his game. And I think a lot of guys who face him in that spot, they assume he's looking for that, and all of a sudden it's 2-0. He's not a hacker. He's willing to go deep into a count. That has, I think, played to his advantage. The other thing is he's just a good hitter.
Right.
That's the
thing, right. And we talk about it a lot. He handles velocity. He's got a smart approach, and he'll take his walks. And, you like to have guys come off the bench who are capable of knocking one out of the ballpark, but in reality, how often does that happen, that somebody comes up late and just off the bench and knocks one in the seats?
Two and one on Fowler. Dexter playing in his 149th game, already a career high. Pops to right.
He's struggling.
Yeah, it's Polanco right up near the foul line, making the catch. Hey, Cub fans, let's go. Don't miss your chance to catch the best matchups in baseball. Reserve your place in line for history in the making by joining the season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
And don't be surprised if a fly ball or a pop-up turns out to be a really big play in this game. With the wind and the sky, there's going to be some issues.
Schwarber checked his swing and fouled it back. And 0-1 on Kyle. In terms of the standings above them, the Cubs just can't get a break. The Cardinals have now rattled off 5 in a row. That seemingly has put the division out of reach for the Cubs. The Pirates have won 6 straight. Cubs 3.5 behind them for the top wild card spot. Schwarber pops it up. Might this be that play? No. Mercer's got it. 1-0 Pirates.
It's going to happen, I'm telling you.
Life can be hectic. It's hard to keep up with the never-ending stream of expenses. If something unexpected were to happen, you'd be stuck with another bill and no money to pay it. What do? Come into Pawn King. We'll get you the money you need. We specialize in short-term collateral loans, buying gold, silver, and platinum, and selling almost anything you could want. We have a huge selection of jewelry, watches, electronics, and more. Trust Pawn King, a family-owned business where the customer is always king.
The massive markdown sales event is going on right now at Key Auto Mall in Moline. We've got to move the remaining 2015s, which means drastic discounts for you. Drive this Buick LaCrosse and save $7,000. Take a whopping $9,000 off this Enclave. Or save an unbelievable $11,000 off the Sierra Crew Cab. For massive markdowns, hurry to Key Auto Mall in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun day.
Another summer is almost past, and Adventure Bay is closed for the season. But don't let summer slip away without enjoying all the excitement at Adventureland Park. Open weekends through September 27th in Des Moines. Plan your visit today.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
Hi, I'm Stewie Griffin. He's the most maniacal toddler on TV. All right, game on. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. He's every bit as evil as he is hilarious. Victory shall be mine.
You have not said that in a very long time.
Well, I'm back on it. Oocha, 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 oocha. What are you looking at? Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, I heard it. They say my name on TV all the time.
Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by DeVry University. Different on purpose. Out of extra media today. Usually Fridays and Saturdays are a little lighter during the baseball season. And not today, with the Cubs in a potential clinch situation. All kinds of photographers down on the field.
Even the Marines sent a photographer.
Yeah, and press box is packed. Eyes on the field, everybody. Hello.
Hashtag focus.
And Andrew McCutcheon tweeted out a photo of his hotel bed when the Pirates checked in last night. Got in around 10 o'clock after their day game in Denver. Inside, 2-1. Somebody hadn't made the bed.
Maybe the maid is a Cub fan.
High fly to center. McCutcheon knows it's not going to go on a day like this. Fowler makes the grab.
Well, he hasn't missed one yet, hasn't dropped one yet, but Dexter always makes me nervous with that belly button or chest high catch on a high fly like this.
Mention the third base rankings. Home runs all time. Mike Schmidt 490 as a third baseman. Adrian Beltre at 390. Chipper Jones 389. Aramis Ramirez 381.
How many All-Star games has Aramis made?
I want to say 3 or 4.
So not a Hall of Famer, but a Hall of really good.
3, including last year. Twice as a Cub as he strikes out this time.
The most popular way to follow the Cubs' push to the postseason is with MLB.com at bat. The #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, highlights, replay reviews, scores, StatCast, live radio broadcasts, and more. Get MLB.com at bat. Get it now.
One strike on Cervelli. Two hits for the Pirates, but they were consecutive knocks in the third inning, and that's why they lead 1-0. Double Mercer, single Cole.
Kind of like the Kyle Hendricks game on Wednesday. Kyle allowed 4 base runners, but 3 of them scored. Pitched beautifully, struck out 8, didn't walk anybody.
Well, the Cubs were impressed as well with Zach Davies, the right-hander who got the win for Milwaukee.
Yep, he was impressive. Hendricks-like, sinkers and changeups down.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Instead of the riot, it's the Rizzo. That's how you do it. I'm sure Ryan Theriot would approve. Fowler battling that sun, and he makes the grab to end the inning. Bottom 4, 1-0 Pirates.
Here at Courtesy Nissan, get not one vehicle, but 2 vehicles for only $258 a month. That's right, 2 vehicles for just $258 a month total. Take home 2 Altimas, only $258 a month. The same goes for 2 Rogues. For just $258 a month, make them both yours. Get 2 vehicles for just $258 a month at Courtesy Nissan in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Sometimes good people get into bad situations.
It's a horrible thing. Scary.
Linda from AEI Services is here to help you when that bad situation is a DUI.
It changed my thought pattern on why and when I drink and how I drink.
She's a great person. She cares about everybody that comes through the door.
Very dedicated to her job, very dedicated to helping those help themselves.
Caring, understanding, and respectful. AEI Services, helping you with your DUI education and treatment needs.
Catslap. The quite warranted tactic wielded against those daring enough to thieve even a bite of a Capriati's sandwich. This is most often followed by a capology from the victim.
Orange, bro.
Oh, sorry. Capriati's. Extraordinary food for those unwilling to settle.
England is still a threat.
Mary has the right to your throne.
Elizabeth's real war is with me. My sweet cousin Mary will suffer my wrath. Scotland's queen will fall.
Rain. Season premiere October 9th on the Quad Cities CW. Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
Tap into Family Guy today on the Quad Cities CW.
The time now for the Dunkin' Donuts Fan Cam. America runs on Dunkin'.
Sign making 101. You got to make it readable. Something about nothing more important than love or baseball or something.
Nothing more important than love, but baseball is pretty good.
Ooh, good. Chris Bryant pops it up off of first behind the dugout.
Did you ever make a sign and bring it to the ballpark? Paint on a bed sheet?
I'm going to say no. I don't think I ever did.
I'm not sure that we ever did either. So that was like a leading question, and I didn't really. Normally, if you ask that question, the person who asked the question said, "Well, I remember the time that I did, but I didn't." So
kind of set,
I was kind of hoping that you would
set up an interesting story. Yeah. Bryant, go ahead.
I do have one signed story.
Okay.
Nolan Ryan used to tell the '69 World Series when they're playing the Orioles. And there was this sign on a big sheet making its way through the concourse in Baltimore, and the people carrying this sheet were getting pelted with paper cups and debris and whatnot. He's looking up from the dugout saying, well, what fools are doing that? And his wife Ruth was one of them. There was a couple of wives who were parading around with a Let's Go Mets sign.
2-2 on Bryant, 98 RBIs for the rookie. Setting a pretty high bar for himself. He's one of 9 Cubs this year with at least 10 homers and 40 RBIs. That's a club record, according to stats. And the first National League club to have that many guys with at least double digits in homers and 40 knocked in since the Reds, 2005. Cole's 3-2, hit hard in the left. And the Cubs have the leadoff man on for the first time.
Second hit of the day. The first, the bunt single by Addison Russell. Good solid single here. This fastball intended to be outer third, runs back in over the plate a little bit. Bryant's really good in there. Chris, this winter, next year, and every baseball he signs and T-shirt and picture, fans are going to say, could you put Rookie of the Year on there? ROY?
One ball, no strikes. So you see the Bryant Rizzo combo has knocked in at 193. Not a big surprise. A couple of Blue Jays would be at the top of this list.
Yeah, and then throw Encarnacion into that mix with what he's done. Running game is in play here. Cervelli's only thrown out 17%, which is well below league average, and there's been 25 steals and 34 tries with Garrett Cole on the mound.
Three and one. Fastballs so far in this sequence. Fastball count. It is a heater in on the hands. Harrison goes out. He won't get it. And Bryant with a good read will end up at third.
Just a little jam shot. Lob wedged into shallow right center. Polanco was deep, did not get a particularly good break. No one else really had a legitimate shot at it.
Pirates will play for two up the middle. Ramirez and Morse could possibly go home as obviously the pitcher. But Harrison and Mercer are playing back against Coghlan. And a strike. This has been very good as a Chicago Cub over these last 2 years. Showing off his defensive versatility this year. Playing some infield, keeping his bat in the lineup.
He takes his walks. He's always been a high average guy. Guy could hit for average, but he's shown patience. He's worked walks, and he's hit for more power than ever before.
Career high 16 home runs. It's foul. 1-2 on him. And 30 in June. Arbitration eligible next year. Eligible for free agency until following 2016.
And Hurdle, and alongside his pitching coach, Ray Searage.
Swing and a miss for strike three. Hey, Cub fans, if you miss any of today's action, ABC7 will rebroadcast each one of its Cubs matchups on the Live Well Network. Today's encore of the Pirates-Cubs game will be aired in its entirety beginning at 7 o'clock on ABC7's digital channel 7.2 and those following cable channel positions.
Safety squeeze here, perhaps.
Yeah, he bunted his way on in the second. Swings away, ground ball to short. They get one, and that'll be it. And Russell ties the game on a fielder's choice. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and boy, he was busting it out of the box. He knew he had to beat this double play. Pirates do everything right. But Russell safe at first base, and we're tied. And head down and pushing hard.
So Bryant scores. Here's Ross. Cole wanted it. Cervelli thought it was a strike. And it's ball one.
Well, let's check out our Xfinity Pitch Tracks borderline.
It's not a big surprise that Garrett Cole has electric stuff, right? Cole?
Surprising at all. The #1 overall pick in the draft in 2011. Borderline. That was a Madonna song, wasn't it?
It was.
Also not much of a base stealer. He might contemplate it in this situation. Joe Madden would love to see David Ross reach here to get Lester to the plate here in this inning.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. Cubs tied, however. It's 1-1.
Do what you love and you'll love the reaction. Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted.
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
The greatest romance the world has ever known.
I already have a girl lined up for you. Right boob bigger than the left boob, which some choose to look at as bra half empty. I choose to look at as bra half full.
Experience the man crush.
This is awesome!
On How I Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun day.
Another summer is almost past, and Adventure Bay is closed for the season. But don't let summer slip away without enjoying all the excitement at Adventureland Park. Open weekends through September 27th in Des Moines. Plan your visit today.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted. The greatest romance the world has ever known.
This is awesome!
Experience the man crush on How I Met Your Mother. Today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW. The Simpsons. Today at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
To show everyone in Chicago's talking about Chicago's most watched local talk show, Windy City Live, weekdays at 11, only on ABC7. And they'll be singing The Stretch. Brian, Val, and Gene. Nice job by Brian Cheverini with the ceremonial first pitch. John Lester to Michael Morse. Been an interesting couple of years for Michael Morse. Got a World Series ring with the Giants last year. Signed a 2-year contract with the Marlins over the winter. DL time with Miami, a finger issue. Traded to the Dodgers, designated for assignment, and then traded here to Pittsburgh as he starts the 5th with a solid single the other way.
Backdoor cutter, perhaps. Up a little bit. Morse got on top. Man on first, nobody out. You always contemplate the running game, especially with Lester on the mound, but I doubt that Morse is going anywhere. $11 big league seasons, 6 stolen bases. So he's inching off aggressively and taking a pretty good secondary lead, and we've seen David Ross on a number of occasions this year fire down there.
Yeah, this is really the first such situation in terms of base running, because Mercer was on second after the double. Then you had the pitcher Cole at first. It's the first time they've had a position player at first base. And Lester, with a good throw against the Cardinals, may have changed the scouting report a little bit.
Schwarber going after it. He's got it. Diving catch, Kyle Schwarber. And Morris will head back to first.
I got a nice break on that ball. Made a spectacular play here the other night, going out toward the wall in left center. This time cutting across the outfield. He likes to get in the dirt.
Big first out. Here's Mercer. I was going to mention before Harrison swung at that pitch, Morris's first move as he was inching off the bag as Lester went to the plate was back to first. So we've seen that on more than one occasion with Lester on the mound. He's thrown to first on about what, 0.5% of the time.
That's right.
But that move to home looks like he's coming to first. Guys don't read it well.
And usually guys get a little bit bigger lead against him. He's dancing around a little bit out there, but he's not likely to go anywhere. He would have to get a huge jump, because Lester, once he goes home, is quick, and Ross throws very well. So whereas other guys are looking to get the jump and steal a base, I think Morse is just trying to get in John's head a little bit.
In his first year as a Cub. Strike call. Mercer thought it was ball 4. John signed a 6-year, $155 million free agent contract over the winter. 31 years old. He'll turn 32 in January. Into this start, 10 innings shy of 200 on the year. Morse goes, and Mercer fouls. Marte, McCutchen, Morse, and Mercer all in their lineup. Melanson's their closer.
My. Gets moving here now. 2, counting on. An aggressive lead, but it's not a real quick first step he features. I mean, if he gets a swing and miss here, I think Ross is going to throw him out. If he keeps fouling the ball off, Morse is going to want a timeout.
Do you want me to run again?
Three and 2 on Mercer.
Bobbing and weaving out there.
Ground ball to third. Bryant's got it. And his throw to first is in time to get Mercer. Morse now second, 2 outs.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing. Visit seepage.com or call 888-SEEPAGE for a free consultation. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
Well, Garrett Cole knocked in the Pirates' run with an RBI single his first time up. Foul. If you just joined us, the Cubs' magic number to clinch a playoff spot is at 1. They have already clinched at least an extra game. The best the Giants can do is tie the Cubs in terms of their record. The Giants have already lost 73 times. Here's a throw. Morris back. So win number 90 here today would eliminate the Giants from the wild card race. They're 8 games back of the Dodgers in the National League West. A 1-1. He's in there for a strike. There's often during a season like this talk about the key moment when everything turned around. What was the statement game or series? I don't really think there was one. I think this is just a really good team. But the 4-game sweep against the Giants, pretty darn big. As Lester strikes out Cole and keeps this game tied at 1.
Do people really get more when they call Hupy and Abraham?
Absolutely. We fight hard to recover all the money our clients deserve.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham.
Yeah, we know that feeling. You're so bloated, you've started wearing sweatpants everywhere. When it finally happens, it's always the worst possible time. And when you're finished, you realize you've been in there for a very, very long time. Being a regular is the worst. Get more fiber with Chocolatey Chewy Fiber 1 bars. Feeling good can taste great.
Find out what your case may really be worth.
$70,000 more.
$400,000.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Take a look at today's National League wildcard standings, brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. There you see how things stand. The Pirates 3.5 games better than the Cubs, and the Giants on life support. It's going to happen, just a matter of, is it today or tomorrow or the next day?
Cubs have clinched at least a tie with the Giants. That doesn't look good for San Francisco in the wild card. Swing and a miss by Lester. And it doesn't look good for them over in the National League West either. The Dodgers' magic number is 3. It's a combination of Dodger wins and Giants losses.
Common theme, pitching. Top 5 in the National League in team pitching, team ERA, all playoff teams.
So, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of these different points of the season we could point to. But the Cubs went into that series against the Giants a half game back and ended at 3.5 ahead. And really, JD, have not looked back as Lester takes a called third.
No, and then the other one was after getting swept by the Phillies. You know, and everybody, oh no, this is the beginning of the end, and the way they've responded after that.
Yep, that was about a week before the Giants series. They won 2 out of 3 against the Rockies. Went into Milwaukee, swept 4. I think it was Chris Coughlin talking about statement, and he said, I think the whole year's been a statement.
Yeah, I'm not a big, believer in the statement games or statement series and things of that nature. Just, if you have a good enough team, you're going to win enough games. Just my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right.
Off of third, Ramirez in foul territory, and he's got it. He's familiar with that area. Roaming here at Wrigley Field for all those years. They'll bring up Fowler with 2 outs. Cubs have the best record of all the division teams against the NL Central. 30. Check that second best record behind the Cardinals. They're 39-28. The Pirates are 29-38 versus their own division. They have beaten up on everybody else. 64-22.
This game following form, outstanding starting pitching from both sides.
One and one. A 93-win team right now. They've had some issues against their own division. They've not won a series against the Cubs this year.
Well, that's the other part of it too, right? Everybody tries to parse the schedule and what does it take to be a winning team. And a lot of times we got to win within your division. You got to beat the clubs you're supposed to beat.
Pirates
doesn't always shake out that way, huh?
Yeah.
It's a great time at Pints to sit out on our beer garden and watch your favorite sports teams while enjoying one of our 20 beers on tap. Or grab your friends and grab a seat at the full-service bar and catch all the sports action on any one of our 11 TVs at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
England is still a threat.
Mary has the right to your throne.
Elizabeth's real war is with me. My sweet cousin Mary will suffer my wrath. Scotland's queen will fall.
Rain. Season premiere October 9th on the Quad Cities CW.
Josh! Pack a punch? Had such a great time that summer.
We should hang out.
Actually, I'm moving.
How to get Josh Chan back. Number 1, quit your job to focus on Josh.
It's best if we don't talk about it. Goodbye.
2, move to Josh's hometown. 3, meet Josh's friends.
A buddy of mine just moved back from New York. Josh Chan?
I know him!
You just missed him.
4, bump into Josh.
Josh?
5, make sure it's Josh. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, October 12th on the Quad Cities CW. Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted, the greatest bromance the world has ever known.
This is awesome!
Experience the man crush on How I Met Your Mother. Today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW. Tap into Family Guy. Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Let's check out the leaders of the game. Brought to you by DeVry University's Keller School of Management. Unlock the leader inside you. Lester's afternoon.
Struck out 4 so far. He's allowed the 1 run. This is his 3rd start against the Pirates this year. Middle of May, he went 7 innings, a 1-run ball. 2 starts ago, a complete game effort, in which he also allowed just 1 run. So he's been awfully good against this Pirate club. As you look at today's numbers, hasn't walked anybody yet.
3rd time through. Polanco shows bunt. And it's ball 1. Ballpark buzzing. Wrigleyville ready to party. Well, they'll party anyway, no matter what happens. But it is a Friday, you know. Party will be a little bit bigger if the Cubs win this game.
A little bit bigger and last a little bit longer.
Swing and a miss on a curve. 1-2.
Uncle Charlie pays a visit.
Setting up for the inside. That ball bounced foul right where Lester wanted to put it. Polanco got a piece.
Polanco 0 for 2, a soft line out to center first time, then struck out on pitch somewhat similar to that one last time up. Maybe a little further out.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
A softer breaking pitch. And nothing left for Polanco. That front side started to leak, and a feeble hack. And down he goes for the 2nd time.
It's 5 strikeouts. That puts him at 197. So you see today's starters among the league leaders. Hippo Vaughn struck out 195 in 1917. So Lester now second most in a single season among the Cubs lefty as Marte's bunt stays in the air long enough for Rizzo to make the catch.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Here's McCutchen. He's 0 for 2. Fourth consecutive year with an OPS of at least 900. That was coming in at 902. One strike on McCutchen. He can do it all. First 7 seasons, at least 150 homers and steals. That is a great list. How about Alfonso Soriano on that list?
Sure. Soriano was a 40-40 man one year.
And he's getting up for a 1-2. 2-2.
McCutchen handles all kinds of pitches. He's good on fastballs up. He's patient. He'll take his walks. Been doing a bunch of that lately.
He struck him out on a changeup. 6 strikeouts on the day for John Lester. He and Garrett Cole dueling. It's 1-1.
If you're thinking about a new pickup, Courtesy Ford is your truck headquarters. We have over 50 new F-Series trucks that we've got to move. Right now, this F-150 XLT Crew Cab is discounted an unbelievable $10,500, or save $9,000 off this F-350 Platinum Diesel. At Courtesy Ford, we're the guys that know what truck guys want, and we'll do deals other stores won't. Hurry to Courtesy Ford in Davenport, your truck headquarters. We're over here on West River Drive.
2 nights, 1 stage. The biggest names in music featuring Sam Smith, Kanye West, Nick Jonas, The Weeknd, Demi Lovato, Prince Royce, and many more. The iHeartRadio Music Festival 2015.
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW. Northern Iowa visits North Dakota State, October 10th on the Quad Cities CW.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Ay, caramba!
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Today at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
I can't get my pants off.
Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld, tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
Here's our ESPN 1000 game summary. Cole and Lester have been very good, each allowing 1 run to date. Chris Bryant getting on and scoring the game-tying run. fielder's choice RBI for Addison Russell. Pirates are in. Cubs trying to clinch a playoff spot. Ball one on Schwarber.
Pirates still with designs on running down the Cardinals to win the division and avoid that wild card play-in game.
Yeah, they certainly understand the perils of it. We've been in that wild card game each of the last 2 years. They will host St. Louis Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before playing the Reds next weekend at home to wrap up the regular season. So this is their final road series. Change up low.
And Jake Arrieta, he has basically become Godzilla for everybody else when they contemplate a playoff situation.
That gets past a diving Harrison. Boy, that ball was smoked.
Fastball belt high. That's your Mercedes-Benz drive of the game. He's got very little room to work with there. Harrison in shallow right field playing strong pull. Not a whole lot of room, but sharply hit. Harrison can't corral it. Schwarber's got himself a leadoff knock.
Well, the only other time the first batter of an inning got on, he scored. That was Bryant, who singled to start the fourth. This takes a curveball low.
As I was saying, all of these teams have really good frontline pitching. As I mentioned, all the playoff teams are top 5 in the league in ERA. But Arrieta, the way he's going along, I mean, he's separated himself certainly in this division from the pack. Obviously, Greinke and Kershaw are doing wonderful things out there in LA. But Jake there, he looks like he's in the witness protection program. But he's not going to be able to hide, and everybody is fully aware of Big Jake these days.
He'll pitch Sunday night. 3-0.
And you know he's got a green light here. Didn't want it. Maybe looking away. That's the thing. If you're swinging 3-0, 3-1, you're looking for a pitch in one spot. And if you don't get it, spit on it.
Full count.
The slider hasn't been particularly sharp for Cole here today. You know, he's so fastball centric early. I don't know if he's ever really gotten the feel for his slider. Looks like to me, he's throwing a few more curveballs than sliders, and that's not normally the case. I've seen a couple of those sliders, just cement mixer on them. If cement mixer can be a verb.
How about cement mix? Fans getting into it. 3-2. Runner on, nobody out in the tie ball game. Morse holds on Schwarber. He struck him out. When in doubt, he went with a heat. Number 7 now for Cole. Time now for our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Jeep, and this is the upcoming schedule. Cubs will finish up with a 6-game road trip. We mentioned the Pirates will be at home. Cardinals will hit the road at Pittsburgh and Atlanta following their final 3 games against Milwaukee. Cardinals came back and won last night. We would have shown you the out-of-town scoreboard today, but this is the only game going on right now. Everything else is later. So
better
7th.
action
It was
than that
Cole's,
slider.
sorry about that, 8th strikeout. So he's at 200 now in the year. Pitch.
And Pirates got another one on the way. A young guy by the name of Tyler Glasnow. I was talking to a couple of their scouts earlier. And apparently he's like Arrieta-like with his stuff. And I think he spent most of the year in Double-A, was called up to Triple-A for the playoffs, so he could be here next season.
Rizzo sends one in the air, pretty well hit, but wind is pushing that ball actually toward the infield, blowing in out of the northeast as McCutchen makes the catch.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at a Toyota dealer near you. Toyota, let's go places. This game obviously very important for the Pirates as well as the Cubs as they try to distance themselves from the Cubs. But interesting to see how hard Clint Hurdle pushes Garrett Cole here this afternoon. He's closing in on 100 pitches.
Mercer moving to his right. He's got to throw to first with the shift on. That'll end the inning as Cole works around the leadoff single.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Explosively cherry.
40 years. 6 generations. One feeling. Here's to the original sports sedan. BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing. The ultimate driving machine.
Lease a 2015 320i X-Drive for only $299 per month at Kimberly BMW of Davenport.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
40 years. 6 generations. One feeling. Here's to the original sports sedan. BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing. The ultimate driving machine.
Lease a 2015 320i X-Drive for only $299 per month at Kimberly BMW of Davenport.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Explosively cherry.
Start your morning routine with Chicago's most watched news, ABC7 Eyewitness News in the morning. Weekdays with Judy Sue, Terrell Brown, Roz Varon, and Tracy Butler. We'll give it to you straight.
Huge crowd today. And this so far has played out like you had predicted. Low scoring, wind blowing in.
Yep, so
2 opening day starters.
It's a strike. David didn't catch it, so they didn't get the call, but it appeared to be in the strike zone. Yeah, you got top-notch starting pitchers. You got wind blowing in. Set up for a dramatic finish here.
Actually, I should correct myself. Garrett Cole was not their opening day starter. It was Francisco Liriano. One and 2 on Ramirez.
Ramirez, at the end of his career, he is retiring, and he's finishing strong, having a nice month of September, hitting .283, slugging .583.
Left field corner for Ramirez.
He's got that bad groin, so he's just hobbling around there. We'll see if Clint decides to run for him.
His 494th career double. 2,301 career hits. The triple the other day was career hit number 2,300 for Aramis.
A little surprised they're not running for him here.
Take a look at the Ford upcoming schedule. They talk it over. Noon tomorrow, 7 o'clock Sunday night. It's the ESPN broadcast. And then the makeup game against the Kansas City Royals, who won their first division title, clinched it last night since 1985. So it's been 30 years. They won the World Series that season. And that is it for Ramirez. Keon Broxton will pinch run. Pitch to Cervelli. Bunted to third. And sacrifice 5-3 to get Broxton to within 90 feet of a Pirate lead.
And so Hurdle deciding to play for a run here. Pinch runs. Asked Cervelli to get down a bunt. And they're able to execute it. And now the Cubs will pull the infield in.
Morris 1 for 2.
This is huge here, obviously, in the 7th inning. Pirates bullpen, best bullpen ERA in the league. Melanson is having another outstanding year. Tony Watson, the lefty, an all-star.
Called back by Morse. 39th game with the Pirates. Came in hitting .304 after a slow start with Miami. Spot in this game. Strope cranking it up in the bullpen. Harrison on deck. 1-2.
Pitch down, but appeared to be over a good chunk of home plate, but Morris didn't pull the trigger. Now Lester with a leg up.
Certainly a strikeout candidate.
Talked a lot about John and how he does so much work down. This might not be a bad time to change the eye level and see if he can chase a high fastball.
Base hit right field. Here comes Broxton. And it's 2-1. Pirates. Michael Morse with an RBI single.
Well, this is a cutter up. Doesn't really knock the cover off it, does he? But he gets enough of it. He muscles it out there into right field, and now Rodriguez will come on to run for Morse.
Sean Rodriguez pinch running. Harrison the batter. 1 on, 1 out. And a run in. It's a strike. Play by Franklin Font, protecting the bullpen catcher Chad Noble.
One of the best in the business down there, Franklin Font, when it comes to protecting the bullpen catcher. One of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. Good batting practice pitcher as well.
Good hands, good range.
Good lead by Rodriguez. Long look by Lester. The pitch. Pirate bullpen quiet. Cole at 96 pitches through 6. There goes Rodriguez. This ball's popped up, and it should be a double play as Rizzo makes a catch, and he'll step on first. 7th inning stretch time here at Wrigley Field. Here comes the trio from Windy City Live.
Today's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Stars of Windy City Live, Ryan, Val, and G.
All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya. A 1,
a 2,
a 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the Commies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Corn looks great again this year.
Yeah, thanks for your help.
Of course. I better be moving along.
Say, what year is that deal you're driving?
Activate thrusters.
To develop breakout genetics, breakthrough traits, and seed capable of record-breaking yields, we went to the future and brought back some corn. Ask your Syngenta seed advisor about Golden Harvest.
You can depend on the staff at Ace Muffler Clinic in Rock Island to keep your car running its best. We've got the expertise and we'll get you taken care of now. Call Ace Muffler Clinic for any problems with your vehicle. Our free estimates give you the information you need to keep your vehicle running smooth and safe. For your convenience, we're open 7 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 7 to noon on Saturday. For brakes, tires, exhausts, shocks, and a whole lot more. See us for fast, friendly service on all import and domestic vehicles. Serving the Quad Cities since 1955. Ace Muffler Clinic in Rock Island.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
Tap into Family Guy today on the Quad Cities CW.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
Welcome back. ABC7 is a proud partner of the USO of Illinois, supporting local troops and their families for nearly 75 years.
Rodriguez stays in and plays first after running for Morse. That's Neil Walker now playing second. Josh Harrison moves to third. And Cole to Russell, ball one. 2-1 Pirates. Popped up right side. Walker just into the game, battling the elements. He's got it.
Well, so far, my prediction of a misplayed pop-up or fly ball has not developed, has not yet happened. But again, it's a tough day. A little better now, perhaps. As I said earlier, it was baseball white earlier in the ball game. Gusty breeze.
Starlin Castro for David Ross.
Cole looks like a quarterback there in a huddle. Directions seemingly to Walker as well as Cervelli.
Strike called on Castro.
People are probably going on iTunes and searching Castro's walk-up music.
Mentioned this earlier, 6 for 16 against Cole for Castro. Some fouls. Cole hitting 100 on his pitch count. Jorge Soler on deck for Lester.
Cole has maxed out at 116. That was back on June 7th. And given that they're already in, and again, this is obviously a very important game for them, but they're already in the postseason. I would think this would be the last inning for Cole. Nobody up in the pen now.
Of the pitcher, picked up by Walker right in front of second base. 2 down.
Yeah, Walker doing a nice job making sure he got to that ball before it got to the bag, or would have taken an ugly bounce on him.
Ray Searage, the pitching coach, will head to the mound as Jorge Soler is announced. He has been on a home run tear as of late. With Chicago's first alert weather team with Jerry Taft, Cheryl Scott, Phil Schwartz, and Tracy Butler, only on ABC7 Eyewitness News. Soler supplied the only run for the Cubs the other night against Milwaukee in a 4-1 loss. His 10th homer of the year. He's now hit 3 on this homestand. Fouled back.
And 3 in his last 7 at bats. You know it's in there. You know sooner or later he's going to hit for power, and it's starting to show. Veteran left-hander Antonio Bastardo up in the Pirate bullpen. You have to really get into one to get it through that wind today, but Soler certainly strong enough. One deemed a little high.
Deep breath by the right-hander. Driven out into right center. McCutcheon on the move, and he's got it right in front of Polanco. He hit it hard. 2-1 Pittsburgh.
Hupy and Abraham believes your case is worth more.
$600,000.
Over $75,000.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
If you're thinking about remodeling your kitchen or bath, now is the right time, and Flicks is the right choice. Stop into Flicks' new location at 3909 16th Street, Moline, and save 70% off all Haas kitchen and bath cabinets. Flicks, where great design ideas come to light.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
Barney and Ted, the greatest bromance the world has ever known.
This is awesome!
Experience the man crush on How I Met Your Mother today on the Quad Cities CW.
After an accident, don't settle for less. Hupy and Abraham believes your case is worth more.
$750,000.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
By Ford, America's best-selling brand. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Soler stays in and plays right. Castro plays short. Montero catches. Last time Castro was at short.
I was thinking the same thing.
We can find out easily.
I'm going to go with a while ago.
A USO call to the bullpen. It's Pedro Strop.
Pedro did not work in the Brewers series. He's been out of action for a few days. Should be strong and ready to go. His last appearance came on the 19th against the Cardinals. He picked up a save in that ball game.
gets away. Mercer on his way to first, and he'll reach on a strikeout. A wild pitch.
Hard to hit, sometimes hard to contain when that slider's down in the dirt. Montero not able to square up behind it. It kicks off to the side, and leadoff man aboard.
Ball one. So Castro playing his first game at short since August 28th. Started that game at second and then moved to short. But he's been a shortstop his whole life, so no big deal. On the ground and a base hit. Pirates trying to tack on here. Pedro Alvarez, who hit the game-winning 3-run homer yesterday in Colorado, comes off the bench. Big pinch hit here.
Yeah, and that is a big deal. First and third, nobody out now. The strikeout wild pitch is followed by a solid single by Alvarez, who's been good off the bench. 7 out of 21 now in the pinch for the big fella.
Here's Joel. Nobody up in the bullpen. A strategy convo here with the entire infield gathered round.
Down a run here in the 8th. The play's got to be to home.
Swing and a miss.
Strop can be guilty of trying to overpower that slider. And that time got on top of it, softened it a little bit. Good sharp downward tilt.
Could not hold up Tony Randazzo.
Blanco struck out his last 2 times up on breaking balls from Lester, obviously from the other side, but not seeing spin very well here in this at-bat either. Strop likes to use that quick pitch. He's got to be careful in this situation. Obviously, you can't do it with runners on. And make sure you come to a stop.
Strike 3 call. Fastball, inner third, 1 out.
Good heater after all those sliders. A runner to the inside corner. Beautiful pitch. And if Polanco indeed was the guy that Clint Hurdle was waiting on before he posted his starting lineup, probably wishes he'd gone to plan B. It's been a tough day for Polanco.
0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Now Marte came in sizzling, but he's 0 for 3. 13 hits in their 4-game sweep at the Rockies.
Beware the bunt here, too. Tried it last time, popped it up. Rizzo caught it for out number 2 in the 6th.
Topper, Castro will have no point to play. That's the right call. Mercer would have been safe. So Marte will get an RBI. And it's 3-1.
I don't know. I'm not so sure he shouldn't
Really?
have taken a shot. Well, given the
Tag
circumstances,
play.
I mean, maybe he didn't get the handle either. It looked like he might not have the best grip initially, and clearly he can't afford to throw it to the backstop. But right about there, I'm thinking he's got a shot at him.
I guess yeah.
And given the dire circumstances here,
there was the exchange. I just didn't think he had a play pulling the ball out. Strike on McCutchen. So your thought is, even if you got a 7% chance of getting it, you throw it.
Yeah. I mean,
Fair
but if you don't get the handle coming in out of the glove and you just don't have a grip on it, you can't make that play. But if his decision was based on the timing, I think you go ahead and you gamble and you take the shot at home.
I'm good with that. Alvarez now at second.
Montero able to keep that ball in front. Inning started with a strikeout wild pitch. Mercer able to reach, and he has scored the 3rd run here. Bastardo down, Watson up now. He'll have the 8th.
They just hit him. Or not.
Hit the knob of the bat, maybe?
Got the bat. Well, both pitcher and I guess batter fortunate in some sense. Scope still can get him out. McCutchen didn't get hurt. Yeah. He struck him out to end the inning, but they do get one. It's 3-1 Pirates in the 8th.
If you're thinking about a new pickup, Courtesy Ford is your truck headquarters. We have over 50 new F-Series trucks that we've got to move. Right now, this F-150 XLT Crew Cab is discounted an unbelievable $10,500, or save $9,000 off this F-350 Platinum Diesel. At Courtesy Ford, we're the guys that know what truck guys want, and we'll do deals other stores won't. Hurry to Courtesy Ford in Davenport, your truck headquarters. We're over here on West River Drive.
Northern Iowa visits North Dakota State. October 10th on the Quad Cities CW.
Josh! Pack a punch? Had such a great time that summer.
We should hang out.
Actually, I'm moving.
How to get Josh Chan back. Number 1, quit your job to focus on Josh.
It's best if we don't talk about it. Goodbye.
2, move to Josh's hometown. 3, meet Josh's friends.
A buddy of mine just moved back from New York. Josh Chan?
I know him.
You just missed him.
4, bump into Josh.
Josh?
5, make sure it's Josh. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
And the family's freaking out.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on.
Okay. Every compromising situation.
You look like garbage. What happened?
Tap into Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
We are back. Folks, don't forget to take a look at the Cubs blog on ABC7.com, brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Here's Tony Watson, sets up for Mark Melanson. The USO called to the bullpen. USO of Illinois called to the bullpen.
A little bit of a mountain to climb here now. Down 2, 6 outs to play with. Have to deal with a couple of the best in the business. Watson first, then Melanson. Watson, good heater, outstanding changeup. And a slider.
Baez bunts. And they didn't get him safe. Baez beat it on a headfirst slide. Call made down there by Jerry Davis.
Clint Hurdle out of the dugout as his people review the video to see whether he wants to challenge or not. But a good start indeed, unless it's overturned. Beautiful bunt.
He has challenged. And he's going to win, I think. You look out.
I couldn't tell. It's a heck of a play by Watson. You know, and we say it time and time again, you're quicker if you run straight through the bag. You could understand Baez leaving his feet here because he's not sure exactly what's going on behind him and wants to avoid a potential tag.
Well, the fans seem to think he was safe, and I hope they're right.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen enough to overturn, that's for sure.
First look at that first replay, I thought that it was in the glove before the hand got there. The thing is, the ball disappears in the glove, so there may not be enough evidence to overturn.
Well, when you're up against the likes of Garrett Cole and now Watson and Melanson, you got to be creative. That's probably the best look to indicate out.
So, ball has been overturned. It's interesting. We're in the era of replay now, but the fans still don't buy it.
Yeah, well, fans being fans, but it's been fun with replay all around the league when they put the replay up on the big board. The home crowd always responds, obviously in favor of the home team.
There's Fowler. Well, that would have been big. With the tying run at the plate. Nobody out to start the inning. Bounce to Rodriguez way off the line, so Watson's got to cover. Takes the low throw and close, but he gets Fowler, who goes head first.
Kind of looks like a football option play when Rodriguez running for a while and then deciding to pitch it to Watson. Has to stutter step a little bit to get the bag, but 2 quick outs now in the 8th. Starters outstanding both here today. Not a lot of hard contact by either club. Right now Cole with the edge. Lester, 5 hits, 2 runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out 6.
Austin Jackson for Kyle Schwarber. A couple of things to note here. If you're wondering, well, why is he taking Schwarber out for later? Well, this spot comes up again. That means the Cubs will have had a pretty good offensive 8th or 9th. Number 2, if it ended up being against Melanson. Joe likes righties against Melanson anyway.
Yeah. And speaking of, look at Melanson down there with his pullover on, just doing some dry throws, visualizing.
He's got 50 saves already.
Yeah, so we don't argue with whatever he does. You say, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You could be out there hopping on 1 foot, juggling, and I would say, yeah, that's probably what you need to do before you pitch.
Two-out walk, and that will bring the tying run to the plate, and it's Chris Bryant. By the way, Jackson did not slide head first taking the walk. Nicely done. It's not my favorite habit. I guess the only time I would say go head first to first is if you're avoiding a tag.
Right. If you see a play developing where you think there might, it's an awkward play, guys running over the cover, and you think you might have to catch and sweep tag. Chris Bryant has been an absolute beast the last 2 months of this season. He has posted big numbers here at Wrigley Field. He's had some heroic swings of the bat late. Check out the August-September numbers for him. If he were to be able to pop one here, get one through that wind and tie this ball game. Oh my. Watson has allowed 3 home runs this year. All 3 of them to right-handed batters. They're hitting .206 against him.
Bryant with a base hit. Jackson will not take a chance here. He's already in scoring position. That'll bring up Rizzo. A walk and a single to keep the inning alive.
Good pitch. Good swing of the bat. Down and away fastball. Flips it out there into right. Yeah, prudent play there by Jackson. Down 2. No need to try to get to third base. Everybody's up.
Ray Searage.
Yeah, guys like Rizzo induce a lot of meetings. This is called doing your due diligence. He wants to make sure that they are all on the same page and know exactly how they plan to attack Rizzo.
This place is ready to erupt.
All tied in hits now at 6 apiece. Anthony's was a little booper back in the 4th. Deep breath. Try to get inside Watson's head.
2 on, 2 down in the 8th. Strike called. Fastball from Watson. 40,432 here at Wrigley today.
On their feet, looking for a reason to jump up and down. Anthony, 3 out of 15 in his career against Watson. I guess that's above average because lefty's hitting 164 against him this year. You referenced earlier that 4-game sweep over the Giants. To me, that's when Joe kind of turned a corner, got a little bit more aggressive, getting his starting pitchers out, wheeling and dealing a little bit more. So this Cub club has been playing a lot of these games that kind of have a playoff feel for a long while now.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As the Cubs strand a couple, and we go to the 9th, 3-1.
When it drives and looks like new, you'll want to treat it like new. Certified pre-owned by BMW.
BMW certified pre-owned models are at Kimberly BMW of Davenport.
When it drives and looks like new, you'll want to treat it like new. Certified pre-owned by BMW.
BMW certified pre-owned models are at Kimberly BMW of Davenport.
If you're thinking about remodeling your kitchen or bath, now is the right time, and Flicks is the right choice. Stop into Flicks' new location at 3909 16th Street, Moline, and save 70% off all Haas kitchen and bath cabinets. Flicks, where great design ideas come to light.
Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted.
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
The greatest bromance the world has ever known.
I already have a girl lined up for you. Right boob, bigger than the left boob, which some choose to look at as bra half empty. I choose to look at as bra half full.
Experience the man crush.
This is awesome!
On How I Met Your Mother. Today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm. Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Today on the Quad Cities CW.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
Here's our Hyundai play of the game. Mike Morse off John Lester. RBI single in the 7th inning. Made it 2-1 Pirates. They would add a run in the 8th. It's now 3-1. Zabel bat in the 9th inning. More changes for the Cubs. Jackson now playing left. Your pencils and scorecards are ready. Castro playing second. Baez is at short. And Travis Wood now pitching.
Strop allowed 1 run on a hit, had a couple of strikeouts in his 1 inning. He was 5-4 with a 4.05.
Neil Walker, the switch hitting second baseman. His first plate appearance as he fouls away.
You prefer Walker from the right side of the plate. Far more dangerous as a left-handed hitter.
Walker in their playoff clinching win Wednesday went 4 for 5 with a homer and a career-high 6 RBIs. In the field. Extra good for a Pittsburgh native. Third straight year the Pirates are going to the postseason.
Pirates 80-44. That's a .645 winning percentage since May 9th. That's the best record in Major League Baseball.
Way up in the air on the infield. Baez.
Talked earlier about the correlation between winning and pitching, how all 5 of the NL playoff teams are in the top 5 in pitching. The Cubs and the Pirates, the only 2 are in the top 5 in runs per game. So both these clubs very balanced. They can pitch, they can hit.
Fernando Rodney with Cervelli due. Will be back in the 9th.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Wild Cherry. Exclusively cherry.
Two and a Half Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2.5 Men. A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW. Bros, wingmen, best friends.
Order up! Order up!
See how it all began with 4 simple words.
Have you met Ted?
Barney and Ted.
These chicks are desperate and hot. That's a perfect cocktail. Shake well, then sleep with.
The greatest romance the world has ever known.
I already have a girl lined up for you. Right boob, bigger than the left boob, which some choose to look at as bra half empty. I choose to look at as bra half full.
Experience the man crush.
This is awesome!
On How I Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Manly Rules of the House, number 10. Keep your hands off the help.
Well, that's what you get when you mix work and personal. When I first started work here, I laid down the law. Looky, no touchy.
It's 2.5 Men. Weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Hi, I'm Stewie Griffin.
He's the most maniacal toddler on TV.
All right, game on. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. Stu S.A.
He's every bit as evil as he is hilarious.
Victory shall be mine.
You have not said that in a very long time.
Well, I'm back on it. Ucha, 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 ucha.
What are you looking at? Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, I heard it. They say my name on TV all the time.
Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Pinch runner playing first.
It'll be a pinch hitter for Rodney. And then Montero and Castro for the Cubs in the bottom of the inning.
Swing and a miss. Cubs will have a pinch hitter, Montero and Castro, due against Mark Melancon. 1-2.
We might get some debate among pitchers whether it's more fun to blow a guy away with a fastball or make him look silly with a changeup. Rodney can do both.
Yeah, I kind of like the changeup a little better, but that's because I think it's more common to see the fireballing reliever come in and throw 98, 99. Strike guys out that way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I think they all feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Do you ever get a little extra lift from the way the ball sounded when it hit the mitt?
Absolutely. Just, you know, especially warming up, because you wanted to feel like you had a little something extra when you went out there. It's a Dodger Stadium. There's good acoustics in the bullpen there. So even with my toss salad, I was flipping up there every now and then. I could pop the mitt.
Talking about your hair?
The bullpen catcher for years in Houston was Stretch Subban. They said, Stretch, get a new glove, would you? Let me hear it snap once or twice, please.
To make it 1-2. Well, you'd always rather clinch with a win as opposed to watching somebody else beat somebody else. But I will mention the Giants are in Oakland tonight. Mike Leake, Sonny Gray. So Cubs would love to come back and win this one. If they don't, they still could clinch here on Friday. That's hooked foul. Cervelli was running.
Yeah, and if I'm a Cub and they don't come back and win this game, I'm cheering for the Giants tonight.
Because you want to come back.
I want to win it on the field. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's if the Giants lose and they clinch tonight, they will celebrate it, deservedly so. Hey, talk about celebrations. How about that guy making a play?
Andre Dawson fan. Hawk was a little more modest than that guy, but I get it. Swing, and did he miss it? Harrison didn't think he got it, and he didn't, and he's out. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth, 3-1 Pirates.
2 nights, 1 stage. The biggest names in music featuring Sam Smith, Kanye West, Nick Jonas, The Weeknd, Demi Lovato, Prince Royce, and many more. The iHeartRadio Music Festival 2015.
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW. Northern Iowa visits North Dakota State, October 10th on the Quad Cities CW.
Josh!
Pack a punch? Had such a great time that summer.
We should hang out.
Actually, I'm moving.
How to get Josh Chan back. Number 1, quit your job to focus on Josh.
It's best if we don't talk about it. Goodbye.
2, move to Josh's hometown. 3, meet Josh's friends.
A buddy of mine just moved back from New York, Josh Chan.
I know him.
You just missed him.
4, bump into Josh.
Josh?
5, make sure it's Josh. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
Family Guy's been hacked. What is this? What's going on?
And the family's freaking out.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on.
Okay. Every compromising situation.
You look like garbage. What happened?
Tap into Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
I can't get my pants off.
Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld. Tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
Well, the Cubs are going to get it done here. It'll be against the Major League saves leader. It is Mark Melancon.
And he's got a 2-run lead to work with. Melancon has a 186 ERA. He's gotten those 50 saves in 52 tries, boy. So he has been tough as nails.
USO of Illinois call to the pen.
Rally caps are on. Everybody up. And boy, what a dramatic rally it would be if they could come back against Melancon. Throws a cut fastball a high percentage of the time. Also has a real good curveball.
Previous Pirates single-season record for saves, Mike Williams saved 46 2002. Since the save became an official stat in 1969, he's one of 7 National League pitchers with 50 or more in a season. Chris Denorfia takes a strike. It's a real good pitch for him. You hear about the cutter, but he's got a good curve. Right field, it'll get down for Denorfia. That'll roll to the wall. It's a double.
They're not going to go down without a fight. Leadoff double for Denorfia. He gets the cutter, moving out of way. Stays right on it, shoots it to right. Out past Polanco and into the corner it goes for a leadoff double.
Montero now. Ball 1. Rockets celebrating his birthday earlier this week. Hoping for a big comeback here to clinch a spot in the NL playoffs. Strike called. 1-1.
Left-handed batters batting just .129 against Melanson this year.
One and two.
Yeah, and I think he's using the curveball a little bit more to the lefties than we've seen in the past. Normally, you think about that elevated cutter in on the hands. And I think, you know, some guys have gotten wise to it and try to cheat and open up a little bit on him, and that's why he's throwing that curveball more frequently. He's trying to keep the hitters honest.
We got him. So one out.
Another curveball. Down in the dirt. Montero a little anxious. Well, there we see the split. So righties hitting .261 against him. And Castro and then Soler, a couple of right-handed hitters. The guys have been swinging it well. Could do some damage here.
Time called. Astros had Melanson's number. Melanson, 30 years old, 6'2", 210. Yankee, Astro, Red Sox, two-time All-Star now with the Pirates.
Pirates on the pull side guarding the line, but on the offside they are not. See Rodriguez way off the line at first base. Astro could squirt one down the line. He'd drive one in and get himself in the scoring position.
Time called again.
That's good stuff, man. Breaking ball there.
Right field, it's going to get fair. Just inside the line. Castro on his way to third. He's in. One-run ball game. Tying run 90 feet away.
Wow. Now the joint is jumping. Never mind two. He got three. A little misplay by Polanco in right. And Castro able to push it all the way to third base with just one out. Oh boy. What? 6 inches?
So lifted for pinch runner. Quentin Berry will run. Can Soler control the moment here? Man. Infield in. 3-2 Pirates. Inside, almost hit him. They usually win when they've got a lead. In this spot, Melanson's 50 out of 52 in save chances. And he's in a bind here. Fouled off. And he is not a big-time strikeout guy.
No, his strikeout rate is actually down a good bit this year compared to previous seasons.
Down by Cervelli. 2-1.
Good work by Cervelli to keep that ball in front. Jason Mott's not feeling the heat. Expect Barry to be aggressive on a fly ball.
Two and two. Now Melanson's thinking strikeout. And contact paramount for Soler. Baez on deck.
So that spiked curveball buried down in the dirt, where he likes to go a lot of times against right-handed hitters.
The Norfield double to start the inning. Two batters later, Castro knocked him in on a triple. Infield in. The 2-2. He got him. Exactly what you said. The curveball, and that is an enormous second out, and it'll be up to Baez. That's a nasty pitch.
Yeah, it is a nasty pitch. That's a talk about, you know, the youngster trying to control the moment, but any hitter, it's a tough situation. And you're hoping the guy can shorten his swing a little bit, just make contact. When you're talking about one of the best in the business, he's up against there. I'll tell you what, the way Rodriguez is positioned here, I wouldn't rule out Baez trying to push a button that direction again.
And he tried to bunt his way on in the 8th. Was called safe, then overturned via replay. Here we go. Called strike. He didn't think so. He's closed his stance. Front foot now closer to home plate. He said when he started using these mechanics, he felt like his back was completely turned to the pitcher. It has worked out pretty well. Keeping the front shoulder locked down. 0-1. Well, it's 0-2. Cubs down to their final strike. Here comes the 0-2. And spoiled it.
You have to think at some point he'd go back to that curveball again. My palms are sweating and I'm just watching.
Edge of your seat stuff. And he got him on the curveball and Melanson escapes and grabs his 51st save of the year. Well, you called it. Both at bats, the curveball ends up being that big strikeout pitch for Mark Melanson.
And Melanson usually not that emotional on the mound, but he was under a lot of pressure, made some big clutch pitches to finish this one off, but a great finish here. The Cubs made some noise late, just couldn't get that man home from third. Got to tell you, after the Castro triple, I thought for sure they would at least tie this ball game here in the ninth.
So updating the standings, the Cubs now 4.5 back of the Pirates. Their magic number to get into the postseason remains at 1. As we mentioned, the Giants are in Oakland tonight, and nobody wants to leave.
The Pirates didn't follow the script here this afternoon. Everybody came expecting a clincher. They saw a very exciting, very dramatic ball game, and small consolation when you're looking for the W. It will come. This team is going to head to the postseason. Just didn't happen here today.
Garrett Cole over John Lester, and Mark Melanson again with save number 51. Great work by our entire ABC7 crew all season long, and thank you for watching. Final score once again today: the Pittsburgh Pirates 3, the Chicago Cubs 2. Again, thanks for watching all season long here on ABC7. Eyewitness News coming up in a moment.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine lays out 3 rules for the biggest season premiere ever. Yes!
Rule 1.
Don't mess with Emmy nominee Andre Brower.
This man is a Timberlake. Stop treating him like a fatone.
Rule number 2.
No sleepovers. No!
Rule number 3.
Welcome new captain Bill Hader.
My motto is simple. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency.
You could probably just say it once.
Are you making fun of my stutter? Oh.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Season premiere, Sunday at 7:30 on Fox 18.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine lays out 3 rules for the biggest season premiere ever. Yes!
Rule 1.
Don't mess with Emmy nominee Andre Brower.
This man is a Timberlake. Stop treating him like a fatone.
Rule number 2.
No sleepovers. No!
Rule number 3.
Welcome new captain Bill Hader.
My motto is simple. Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency.
You could probably just say it once.
Are you making fun of my stutter? Oh.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Season premiere, Sunday at 7:30 on Fox 18.
Josh!
Pack a punch? Had such a great time that summer.
We should hang out.
Show you I'm moving.
How to get Josh Chan back. Number 1, quit your job to focus on Josh.
It's best if we don't talk about it. Goodbye.
2, move to Josh's hometown. 3, meet Josh's friends.
A buddy of mine just moved back from New York. Josh Chan?
I know him.
You just missed him.
4, bump into Josh.
Josh?
5, make sure it's Josh. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
We really need your help. We need the arrow. Embrace your inner darkness.
This is so cool!
Arrow. Season premiere October 7th on the Quad Cities CW.
This is my fault, and I don't know how to fix it. We did this. We broke it. We bought it.
October 7th on the Quad Cities CW.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
We are all winners when a child succeeds in school, when families are financially stable, when people are in good health, united with a common goal for a stronger Quad Cities. We have the power to work together to create a healthy and prosperous community. When we unite, we can do amazing things. Be the change. Live united. Please give.
Greenlight and Caesar will always protect you against the deal killer with Green Family Hyundai's full protection plan. We protect your finances with $7,500 off MSRP. We protect your car with America's best warranty. We protect your credit. Everyone drives one of 800 vehicles available. Drive a new Elantra SE for $189 a month or $3,000 off all in stock. Or a new Elantra GT, only $189 a month or $3,500 off all in stock at Green Family Hyundai. Right, Caesar?
Green, gotta go to green.
England is still a threat.
Mary has the right to your throne.
Elizabeth's real war is with me. My sweet cousin Mary will suffer my wrath. Scotland's queen will fall.
Reign. Season premiere October